We must seek real bipartisan solutions. As bad as it is, it meant something. The members of our armed forces, and you understand that very well, the members of our armed forces to immediately waive all applicable state taxes despite these obstacles, Karen. Americans of all walks of life rose. Vamoose, leave while you still can. Alligator Alcatraz is just the beginning.
They're literally selecting the biggest alligators one by one to surround what they're calling the alligator Alcatraz.
Doge enacted sweeping federal spending cuts as the nation faced tariff confusion.
Can I have your grit money for 1 year? Give me your grit money for 1 year and I will build 10 schools across this country.
Do you live here?
Yeah.
You do? Papa. I don't believe that.
I am racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world.
Has the Jewish community lost its freaking mind? The only thing more sickening and disgusting than this picture.
Anytime you ever think you want to know anything, tell me. I'll tell you anything.
That's what Charlie did for a living. He stood up on college campuses because he felt that he had the moral high ground.
We are Charlie Kirk, we carry the flame, we'll fight for...
Straight like that, we back. The year 2025 that it was, my God, was it not a year? I hope everybody out there doing well, doing swell here at the end of this year, man. We getting ready to go into 2026, but we cannot leave before we put 2025 to rest properly. You dig what I'm saying? And the way it go up out here, man, ain't no telling what's gonna happen on the last day of it. But 2025 been one hell of a year, man. We first year into this new admin. We got all kind of people in jail. We got people that's done left here. We got people that's done jumped to the other side. It's going down in America, bro. This shit is a reality show. It's not real. I was showing my daughter something the other night. It was like, man, this the Andrew Tate rap song. Man, the world is not real, bro. This world is not real. Whoever out there saying we're in a simulation, whoever that scientist, he is right. Stephen Hawking or somebody, he right, dog. This is the craziest timeline to be alive here. But again, before we leave and go into 2026, man, we have got to put 2025 to rest properly. And so I have got a list, a rundown, a compilation, if you will, of all, I won't even say all, because there's no way I'd have to make 5 videos hours long if I just literally wanted to cover all of the wild events of the year. But you know, at least we're gonna go through the hot button ones, man, the ones that jumped across most people's timelines, and it just relive the year that it was, man. And you know, so we've got everything from, I mean, my God, this year, the overwhelming, overarching theme person at me, and they got this whole swag going, is the one Donald J. Trump.
Hi, Donald John Trump.
2025 marked President Trump's return to the White House, an historic political comeback.
America's decline is over.
The president immediately getting down to business. More than 200 executive actions on day one, including rescinding nearly 80 Biden-era actions.
So this is January 6th.
And pardoning 1,500 people convicted of crimes stemming from the January 6th insurrection at the Capitol.
You understand what I'm saying? Trump started out the gate. I don't know why we needed this, but all of a sudden we now have the Gulf of America.
And I renamed the Gulf of Mexico into the Gulf of America.
And from what I'm understanding, ever since he changed the name, bro, from what I'm understanding, it's been nothing but hot temperatures and hurricanes coming up out of the Gulf of America. You understand what I'm saying? Just wild business, bro. Now, we have everything from 300,000-400,000 people being fired due to the Doge cuts, thanks to one Elon Musk.
The president put billionaire Elon Musk in charge of the so-called Department of Government Efficiency, created by executive order to cut federal spending. Trump giving Musk immense power to slash government jobs and eliminate programs and offices. Foreign policy dominated the president's agenda this year.
If you didn't have
In February, an explosive meeting in the Oval Office with Ukraine's President Zelensky.
not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now.
And the president in August rolling out a red carpet in Alaska for Russian President Vladimir Putin.
I've always had a fantastic relationship with President Putin.
The president said he could solve the Russia-Ukraine crisis on day one, but a year into his presidency, the war rages on, despite follow-up meetings with Zelensky and shuttle diplomacy by the president's special envoy. The president flexing U.S. military and diplomatic strength in the Middle East, in July ordering a strike on Iran's nuclear facilities.
There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran.
And this fall, the longest government shutdown in U.S. history, 43 days. Senate Democrats pushing for weeks to extend expiring Obamacare subsidies, but ultimately giving up their demand and voting to fund the government.
And a guy by the name of what? Big Balls, Big Nuts, what his name was? A little guy got beat up a little while ago, but him and a couple of his cronies, they end up cutting fraud, waste, and abuse, and firing people left and right. End of DEI. Oh my God. This is how our year started. You dig what I'm saying? Coming up out of the Doge cuts and outcropping, not even an outcropping, a result of the Doge cuts, you know what I'm saying, to all of these little industries, man. I won't even say little, these big industries, the healthcare, you know, the aviation market. Plane crashes abound.
The U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter collided with an American Airlines regional jet, killing 67 people. No survivor.
I don't know the exact numbers behind how long we had been in the United States of America without a plane crash, but lo and behold, just as soon as these cuts and things started getting in and going into place, that's what it's dropping out the sky. Just wild, man. You know, but Charlie Kirk was famous for saying that if he stepped on an airplane and saw a black pilot, he would give it a second thought as to how safe this flight is going to be. Are we going to get to where we going just because it's a black guy up there? It's like, yeah, apparently the only way you would have hired him is just you was just trying to meet a quota. There's no way he could have passed the qualifications to become a pilot. So he was famous for saying that. So yeah, that's what we had with the plane crashes, man. We had natural disasters abound. Yeah.
Deadly apocalyptic scene, wildfires tearing through Los Angeles. They now fear thousands of homes destroyed here.
The scope of the loss here, though, is unimaginable.
It's devastating. It's devastating, and I feel for those people. I've spoke to some of them. I hear it in their voices. It tears up my heartstrings.
Deadly flash flooding engulfing several parts of Texas. The devastation at the campsite. The beds in the cabins completely upended.
Multiple rivers in Washington are in major flood stage.
Emergency workers came in after midnight to get everybody evacuated because the water level was rising so quickly.
Floods and wildfires out in California that I don't know if that set was caused by the Jewish space lasers. You know, Marjorie Taylor Greene was the one that helped us to that game. Speaking of one Marjorie Taylor Greene, how would you, if I'd have told you 2-3 years ago that there will be a day that Marjorie Taylor Greene proclaims her disassociation from Donald Trump and the conservative MAGA movement, you would have told me that I was a damn fool. You would have said like that, you're a damn fool. That's exactly how you just said it. I was like, damn, why you say it like that? You're like, because that's what you are. Well, turn of events have happened. The tables have switched around as they are prone to do. And apparently one Marjorie Taylor Greene has turned her back on Donald Trump because Donald Trump turned her back on her. All because of what we going to get into as we get on down through this thing. Now, on the other side of these natural disasters, things that just couldn't be avoided, these are Mother Nature. You know, these are actions of, ecosystems and environments and mixtures of conditions that are just unavoidable. You dig what I'm saying? Now, maybe we have something to do with that with this global warming or what have you, but that's neither here nor there. We have a set of individuals that caused self-inflicted wounds. You dig what I'm saying? Self-inflicted disasters upon themselves. The likes of my boy Umar.
Did y'all hear that? Quaker Grits is $20 million a year off black folks. Quaker Grits. Can I have your grit money for 1 year? Give me your grit money for 1 year and I will build 10 schools across this country. Give me your grits. Give me your Quaker Grits. No more grits for 1 year. Can we sacrifice our grits for 1 year? Can we sacrifice the grits? If you give me the grits, $19 million on Quaker Grits. $19 million on Quaker Grits, black folk, if you give me your Quaker Grits. Give me your grit money. I don't want your Louis bag money. I don't want your Mercedes money. I don't want your weave, perm, haircut, Ed Jordan, Timberland money. Give me your grits. We spend $19 million a year on grits, and I don't have enough money to renovate the Garvey building. I don't have enough money to renovate the Garvey building. And we spending $19 million on grits. Go to your Cash App, $FDMG School right now. Go to your Cash App, $FDMG School right now. Go to your Cash App and make a Labor Day donation to the future of black boys. $FDMG School. Get on your Cash App. Get on your Cash App. Go to your PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Make a Labor Day donation for the renovation of the Marcus Garvey building. Let's get it done. We got the architectural plans, but we ain't got enough money to pay the electrician and the HVAC and the fire alarm and the sprinkler company. Make a donation. Make a donation.
Yeah, man. Get that man your grit money so he can build 10 FDMG Seminary Episcopal Agriculture and Mechanical Colleges / barbershop. Well, I don't even know what his operation was, but they not one of them get off the ground. This year, one Umar Johnson was exposed. I guess that's a good word to put on it. I think the properties were put on the market. You know, he would go in there and stage paint parties, is what he would call it. And you know, I've been a part of a couple of those untoward money schemes before. I've been a victim to, I guess would be the better way to say it. And that's how they move, bro. They take a lot of pictures. They take a lot of videos from a lot of crazy angles, and you know, they make it look great, bro. But you know, Umar was exposed to the world for not having built the school, and in fact the school is apparently on ground that you would need millions of dollars, in which he got millions of dollars, but you would need millions of dollars to remove whatever whatever things in the ground. I heard a guy explain this, say, bro, this it was never going to be a school on this ground. And so that was Umar, man. How could we forget Shiloh Hendricks?
Did you call him a nigger, the child? Did you call the child the nigger word? It is my own business. You call him a nigger? Okay, why don't you have the balls to say it right now again?
Fuck you, nigger.
Okay.
Nigger.
All right, that's what you say.
You don't go digging through people's shit, you dumb fuck.
Nobody digging into your shit.
A little fucking kid just did, you dumb
That little kid, you call him a nigger?
Yeah.
The little child?
What if he acts like one, he's gonna...
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child, 5-year-old, a nigger, the N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act
That's
like.
what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know, that's a hate speech. And you can be recorded for that.
I don't give a shit.
Huh.
Fuck off.
Okay, we'll see about that, what the internet has to say about you.
Yeah, they made Shiloh Hendricks almost a millionaire. We hadn't heard from her since. I think she had a court case or something, but that was Miss Shiloh. But Miss Shiloh was not to be outdone. Well, no. It's plenty of people saw this, and they said, well, you know what, the next time that we're given an opportunity. You dig? The next time I have a chance to display my racism out here and get me a check, I am goddamn going to take full advantage of it. So here, enter Cinnabon.
Sexualizing your body makes you a better person.
Are you recording?
I'm gonna record you. Yes.
Do you want me to throw water on you? That's nigger. I am racist.
So idiot, for
and
real.
you are a nigger.
You are an idiot. No,
I
I'm
am
not.
racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world. Don't be disrespectful.
You ruined your life, by the way.
Oh, you talking about respect? You talking about respect? You are fired from this place, motherfucker. You're not gonna be working here.
Suck it.
Suck what? Look how you
Suck
fucking look
it.
like. What's wrong with you?
What the fuck is wrong with you, you fucking ugly bitch? Get the fuck out of my
Ugly?
face.
Talking about ugliness?
Did I stutter?
You the ugliest person I ever seen in my life.
Good.
Fuck.
Your fucking
No, we
face
not.
for
No,
what?
we not. No, we not.
Because you know damn well you're a
That's
fucking
respect.
evil
That's
fuck.
respect. Keep squeezing that caramel, bitch.
And now in those situations, you've got foreigners at a park. You've got foreigners at the mall. Well, in this next situation, you have a black man that is at home.
Knock on the doorbell. Ring the doorbell. We need you. What's going on? Do you live here?
Yeah.
You do? Papa. I don't believe that.
What?
I don't believe that.
So what are you doing here?
Rory, come on. Rory, come on. Hey.
Did someone come here?
That was my wife. Somebody chased her up here. And she has kids.
Who chased her?
She said somebody in a silver truck.
In a gray truck, and he came around the corner, and I was in the street, and so I come up, and I just have my kids, and so I'm like gonna pretend that I'm coming home, and so I pull up and I start walking to your back gate, and he stops here and he goes, "Are you looking for someone?" And I said, "Nope." And then he sat here, and I was like, "I need to get in."
Well, that's my husband. That's why he lives here. Yeah. He lives here. So he came in and he said there's a lady screaming, and I'm like, that's...
She got all worried that
Scared the crap out of me.
How?
I'm so sorry.
How did he scare you, though?
I just seen her in the driveway, and I was like, "Are you looking for somebody?" Because I was pulling up out.
And I saw someone walking in our driveway, too, and I'm like, why is someone walking in our driveway?
Well, I'm sorry.
All right, sorry.
What? She said that's talking from there.
No, you came this way, didn't you?
No, I came down this street right here.
Yeah.
And I was riding slow because I'm looking at our Christmas lights.
Well, you just have to understand my point of view. Being by myself with 2 kids, I just saw a car coming, and so I was like, "Oh, it scared me," and so I just pulled up here, and I kept thinking, this could be his house. But you didn't say, "This is my home." You just said, "Are you looking?" And I was like,
I did. When you was on the porch, you asked me, "Did I live here?" I said, "Yeah."
And you said, "No, you don't."
And you said, "I don't think you do."
it was obviously you could tell that I was really caught off guard.
Like I'm pulling in my, it's like I'm pulling in my house. Like this neighborhood is probably one of the best neighborhoods in Ohio. You don't have to worry about stuff like that.
Well, I'm very sorry. I really hope that you're not upset with me.
Come on, babe, go in the house. Let's go.
You told me that I didn't. You said you didn't think I lived here.
It was the way that you were talking. I was so caught off guard. I'm so sorry.
Rumor has it that she's still screaming to this day. This is my house. I don't believe you. Called up, man. Then they got on camera. I won't even do them the justice of putting a little pitiful apology out there. Well, you know, I'm not racist. One of my best friends is black. You know that, boo. One of my best friends is black. Yeah, why y'all face to face? But I digress. So that is House Lady. And so, yeah, man, these are just a handful of, we got Chud the Builders out here, the Nick Ford, man, we've got a million of them out here in the world. I couldn't include everybody in this thing because it would just be too long, but those are, a handful of the people that, 2 of which felt emboldened in their racism, and one of which just felt as though her perceptual racism was duly warranted. You dig what I'm saying? Let's put that swag on it. Now, Those are just regular civilians out in the world, man. We've got the entertainment world that has also seemingly flipped on its head. You dig what I'm saying? How could we make such a countdown, make such a list, and not look at the antics of a one Kanye West, Ye West?
This is
wherever you want. You can sit right here. Yeah. Do your thing.
Has the Jewish community lost its freaking mind? The only thing more sickening and disgusting than this picture is the Jewish community's reaction to this picture. All is forgiven. Kanye West did teshuvah. He did repentance. He touched Rabbi Pinto's hand. Everything is fine now. I'm so shocked.
What else do you call him? What his name? What? Hal or something? Oh no, you know the song. Yeah, man. Kanye done went from every side of the map this year. Kanye started out loving Hitler, Heil Hitlering, the KKK uniform and all that. And then you see him kissing the ring of is that Yahweh been Yahweh? I said, what it is, bro? Y'all going. That's why I got my glasses on, bro. I said, make a lot of folks bad this episode. I got my glasses on, so they ain't gonna know who it is now. This is not Jack Travis. This is a guy with glasses on. That's all you need to know. I don't know if that's yet Ben Yahweh or Big Rabbi, what I called him in this one episode. I mean, maybe the Big Rabbi, not the little one, man. But that's what Kanye was at, and that's what he was doing. I'm not even understanding, bro. I want him to see his kids. Just square that away right now, bro. I want Kanye to be able to see his children, because that's what a man with children for to be able to do, as long as he ain't doing nothing untoward with the children, man. Let him see his little ones and raise them up in the what way best he can. I'm an advocate for that. But all this other tomfoolery, be on, bro. Like, I'm not understanding, bro, the world of big money. And I can't put that on big money all in all, because it's a lot of black people out here to get big money that just do not blatantly going out doing foolish shit all the time, bro. Like, it is wild, son. But that was Kanye West, man. Kanye will, we'll see what 2026 brings. Now, as we are talking about in the rap game and the rap world, we got a number of rappers that are now incarcerated. A couple of them that just got out, like let me see, a Blueface just got out, a Honeycomb Brazy for those of y'all who know about him, he just got out. I think Finesse got out a little early this year. Max B, shout out Max B, check about motherfucker, you know what I mean? But we have others on the other side, man. Largely, your little Dirks of the world. Plenty rappers for Ricos and all of that, but one was more famous than everyone else. You dig what I'm saying? And he goes by the name of King Slime, Young Thug.
Listen.
Yes, sir.
Promises. Make promises. Just we'll keep promises. Whatever you anytime you ever think you want to know anything, tell me. I'll tell you anything. But don't tell the world.
What's your number?
Yes, you can.
Hey.
I don't have your number.
Well, give it to me.
Now, Thug was it, man. Listen, bro. One of the wildest sagas to ever broach the whole surface of conversation. You understand me and what I'm saying? Because we watched this whole trial. Lil Woody gained his internet fame around this time. Lil Woody, the hitter for the King Slime Squad. You understand? He was the star witness, Apparently, Woody had been involved with law enforcement for a number of years, all kind of prior incidents and things like this here. And so, he was the GOAT, if you will. Man, Woody got on that stand and flim-flammed everything. Man, Woody you thought what his name was, Daryl, the dude that ran his car through the crowd of I think it was a parade up in was that Minnesota? What was Daryl Brooks is his name? You thought his courtroom antics were something to behold. Man, shit. Lil Woody went in on the stand, bro, the funniest you ever seen in your life.
Okay, so this what happened. Okay. The police kept locking me up for whatever they could. Every time I came out the door, the police was on me. And they keep bringing up Thug name. So what I did was, to get him off of me, I said, Thug did this, Thug did that, Thug did, because I knew they would never, I knew he didn't do it. And in my mind, I knew that the police would never go mess with him. So it was easy for me to try to throw the blame off on him to get them off of me. And that's what I was doing from all these years. I don't remember what I don't told them in the past, but my whole motive was Thug did it because I knew he didn't do it and they couldn't lock him up. And they keep talking about Thug. So guess what I'm going to tell them? Yeah. What else you want me to tell them? Yeah, he killed this person. Yeah, he did that. That's what I'm going to do. And that's right now. If I walk out this thing and they say, the police stop me now. Hey man, give me something about Thug. Shit, I'm about to make something up about him again.
Effectively turning the case on his head. Now, you know, Fannie Willis and the judges and you know, it was a whole shit show. You dig what I'm saying? But it's Atlanta, bro. You got to know the A. Nigga, ain't nothing in the A real. Everybody scamming. Everything fake. I swear to God, I'm telling you. Folk got plenty of money, but none of it's legit, bro. I swear to God, everyone inside 285 is getting over, cuz. So it wasn't a surprise to see the case go that way. You understand what I'm saying? And so, boom. Effectively turning that case on his head, Young Thug eventually comes home. And at that time, Lil Woody was, you know, got his fame going. He went from snitch to superstar. Meanwhile, Gunna went from superstar to snitch. And oh my God. Not a week or so or two after Young Thug got home, the calls started leaking. And I don't know that I've heard anyone say as many unnecessary words as Young Thug. I mean, Young Thug, it's like every time somebody hand him an envelope and say, hey, bro, somebody just sent you a 1,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? Drake just sent you 1,000 on. For your book, that's who he finna dog out today. This pussy ass nigga Drake clout chasing out here. It's like soon as somebody sending some bread on his books, he go and think about all the stuff he don't like from it. Man, they let so many calls out to the point they had to stop entertaining requests for tapes. Whenever you nigga, they didn't say we don't have anything else to release. Like, bro, we're not giving out no more. God almighty damn. Wildest shit I ever seen, bro. Rico got these going crazy. And I think, you know, man, at the same time, Diddy was in there. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't even really know how to even feel about this Diddy thing, man, because
Sean Combs is behind bars, sentenced to 4 years in prison for transporting women and male escorts across state lines for prostitution.
From what I'm understanding, they got Diddy in the bang for any entertainer, hell, regular person. If you have on a weekend, on a night, if you have had some company come from another state and you all had sex, then you should be in prison right now. Is it from what I'm understanding? If that's what did it, he flew him in and out over state lines for prostitution. What do you mean? Are they prostitutes? Do they work? Are these people going to jail for being prostitutes? I don't think none of these people in jail for being prostitutes. But he's in jail for making them prostitutes? I'm not understanding what's going on. So, you know, but Diddy's in jail, and at that time, I don't know if we had got the full scope of the stuff, but it's kind of died down, man. Everybody kind of looking at this thing like, bro, they not saying that he did anything when they underage kids, like a lot of these cases we hear. And if he's just a freaky bisexual gay guy or whatever, I don't know that you can put the man in jail about that, bro. And so, but you know, they had the game turned up around then. You know, the administration up there, they seem to be trying to make an example of a certain number of folks. We saw a lot of gambling cases and all that come out here lately, but you see who they trot in front of the camera. But at the same time, like I said, that was Diddy. That was another hot story from our 2025. You dig me in what I'm saying? And so we moving on right along, man. And in moving right on along, we gonna kind of stay along the same lines as who we started with and who has the most smoke going out here, and that being Trump and the new administration. Now, you know, when he came into the game, his new pitch for the new year was what he was running on and what he was gonna do to make America great again. And one of those things One of those pieces of red meat, or the main piece of red meat, I should say, was centered around deportation.
Back in the White House, I will terminate every open borders policy of the Biden administration and begin the largest deportation operation in American history.
Florida will be the downfall of Latinos and Hispanics every time. Florida is what I will vote for Donald Trump. Florida is the home of I will vote for Donald Trump.
Tensions rising as the Trump administration's sweeping immigration crackdown expands.
Deportation to Alligator Alcatraz, amongst many others.
It's pretty funny. Well, I think it's funny, at least. All the illegals, they still think we're stuck with them. No. You're about to be stuck in here with us. Clock is ticking. Could be a soft tick, could be a loud one, hard to say. A word of advice, though, I'd scream if I were you. Skedaddle. Vamoose, leave while you still can. Alligator Alcatraz is just the beginning.
They're literally selecting the biggest alligators one by one to surround what they're calling the Alligator Alcatraz, built in just 8 days in the Florida Everglades. If you haven't heard, people are calling this absolutely inhumane. This is where they plan to detain up to 3,000 individuals at a time, people arrested by federal agents who don't have their papers. Did I mention the entire facility is surrounded by water filled with massive alligators and some of the most poisonous snakes on the continent? I never thought I'd hear something like this happening in America. Apparently, the state of Florida was behind the construction. They were initially planning to build it in just 72 hours, but ran into regulatory delays. Still, 8 days is insanely fast. This is what it currently looks like. Officials say escaping from Alligator Alcatraz is nearly impossible. Grok stated that any escapee who tries to cross those wetlands would face countless alligators, pythons, and other deadly wildlife, and likely wouldn't survive. The fact that they're literally using nature as a lethal barrier feels like something out of a dystopian movie.
Next up is Shawshank. Sharks, very dangerous, not the most reasonable of beasts. Some of you have seen the Discovery Channel and know what I'm talking about. Shark Week, very exciting. We'll live stream escape attempts, justice and economic stimulus in one. Rikers with grizzly bears is an option as well. We could use a snappier name, but the concept is strong to very strong in a big way, quite frankly.
But it's a Sharknado season coming next. Oh man, they ain't gonna put him in bro, and we cheered for it. Not me personally, but if we being real, bro, if we being real, no one really, the people on the right side cheer for it. People on the left side, we're indifferent because, when you look at the polling numbers, the exit polling numbers, a large number of the Latino immigrant population chose to not vote for the black lady. And we say, okay, well, you make a bed and let's hope that you tuck the corners correctly. Let's hope that you removed any debris from the mattress in which you're going to lay down on so that when you lay on it, it's going to feel good to you. But at any rate, if you did not do those things and that mattress does not feel good to you when you lie down to go to sleep that night, guess what? Ain't another mattress for you, folk. So that's what we sitting back saying, we ain't got no mattress for you. You understand me? Alligator Alcatraz do though. And hey, I didn't build it. Don't blame it on me. But that's how we went, man. And now, it's an invention out here. There's a new technology out here that, maybe it'll get to the point where you can make a hologram of yourself, right? And so then when the people, the ICE agents or what have you, come to pick you up and sell you, you can hit the button and this device, this technology called AI.
May it please the court. I come here today a humble pro se before a panel of 5 distinguished justices.
Is this, hold on, is that counsel for the case?
I generated that.
I'm sorry?
I generated that? That is not a real person.
will stand in place for you. You dig what I'm saying? AI taking over the world. No one knows anything, but we know everything right then. It was already bad enough we got YouTube where you can go on and see a video of anything and damn near think you know how to do it. Google will give you some instructions. Well, AI will not only give you more detailed instructions, in a lot of situations, a lot of instances, it will do the work for you. I don't know if that's a good thing, folks. I like the idea of a little robot around the house to be able to do house chores and things like that. I think I like that. But man, the way, the level, the implications on just real world acquiring and retaining the knowledge, I think it may be a bad. I think that's the bad thing of AI. I don't think robots gonna get to the point to where they start to wanna. They want power, because it's like you see the movies and AI taking over for what reason? They don't eat food, they don't have relations with opposite sex or saying whatever. Why would they want power? Why would they want to take over a race? Why would they want to destroy all the people and just be done? It doesn't make sense. So, but I do believe it's going to make us a lot dumber. But, AI has taken off this year, man. If you're in the stock market, plenty of the stocks are going crazy. It's like an arms race out here, all the different AI companies. Apparently, China is doing them with us over here. You know what I'm saying? We more concerned with putting people in the alligator Alcatraz and forcing every high school to open up a Turning Point USA chapter than we are with making solid leaps forward that would help the diaspora of mankind. I say it all the time. But, AI, man, that is a new thing in our world. It didn't just come in 2025, but 2025 has seen some strides, and I think it's due to the money that's being available to them out here due to the administration and the things that they deem appropriate when it comes to getting money out here. You dig what I'm saying? And so now I have seen some AIs. I'm speaking on AI, right? So I just got to keep it real. AI is a menace, bro. AI is a absolute menace because it has produced things like this right here. And if you do not recognize the likeness, it is a one Charlie Kirk.
Conservative activist Charlie Kirk dead at 31 years old after authorities say he was shot while speaking at Utah Valley University.
And so that happened to Charlie Kirk in September of this year, a couple months ago. Oh my God. Oh my God. Charlie Kirk, I will say this to Charlie Kirk, if he can hear me, I appreciate him from the standpoint of, I made a video about that. And it was my best performing video to date. 17,000 views. I know there's probably some people here that's like, all right, 17 ain't shit. To me, that's huge. Dead numbers for me. But it is the event that rocked the world, man. I don't know why it rocked the world, but it rocked the world. Man, just go back and check that video out. You dig what I'm saying? Pretty nice video, if I do say so myself. And like I say, it resulted in, that our schools trying to be forced to, everyone open up a Turning Point chapter, You've unleashed, we are Charlie. Dave got this song.
We are Charlie Kirk, we carry the flame, we'll fight for the gospel, we'll honor his name.
Most powerful, I would say. But there is someone that event woke up that threatens to end the MAGA movement as we speak, as it is called forevermore. Amen. And her name is Candace.
Candace has mentioned several times that the ball is in our court. So here's what is going to happen. In the near future, there will be a live stream here in Phoenix where we address in a clear and comprehensive way the claims and accusations, the false accusations that have been made against Charlie's family, friends, and the people here at Turning Point. We plan to walk through everything carefully and thoroughly. If Candace is available, we would sincerely welcome her participation in that live stream at our studio here in Phoenix. At this point, we believe the ball is back in her court.
Yay!
Finally, you didn't have to get through all of that shade that you were throwing me to get to the point that you were willing to answer questions, okay? Because that's what Charlie did for a living. He stood up on college campuses and he debated people. And he sat there principally and debated people because he felt that he had the moral high ground, okay? And that if those people disagreed with him, he could bring them over to his side. You guys have been actually acting and embodying the opposite of Charlie Kirk's spirit. Okay. And you did it even in this. It was like one big character assassination. And it wasn't to me. That's what you guys don't understand. You're not attacking me. You are attacking millions of people around the world who watched a man, an innocent man, be publicly executed and then watched what felt very much like the state collude to feed us absolute horseshit.
Yeah. Hey, Candace Owens is out here on a rampage. Candace has implied that Netanyahu and the Israelis planned and plotted and proceeded to carry out the plan. Turning Point USA themselves, Erica Kirk included. Yeah, man. And I thought she had lost some steam here lately, and I think she has, but she kind of fishtailing now. She got random people on here with long, boring, drawn-out stories about seeing a lady with evil eyes at the lobby of this place meeting with a general, and then I saw a lady later on at this other place, and when I saw the eyes, I recognized those eyes because those are eyes of my ex-wife. This is where Candace is right now, but Candace messed around and had a meeting with Erica Kirk and Turning Point USA officials behind closed doors. And I said it, that was the end of it, because now, no matter if Candace come out and with a whole new branch and a whole new spring of documents, Turning Point USA could say, man, she haven't admitted everything. She's just doing it for the grift. And Candace can't dispute it, because it was closed doors. So I knew that her steam was going to kind of dissipate after that, man. You got people like Nick Fuentes of the world, you dig? Gained a little popularity after his little comments about this whole Trump thing and how he feels about it here lately, and highlights of 2025, bro. But these are the representatives that they have out in front of them as we leave 2025. You dig what I'm saying? But other more prominent MAGA individuals, man, have seemingly been the provocateurs of a MAGA revolt. All behind the beautiful, I hate to say that, but in the way that it is exposing that side of the political spectrum, the beautiful Epstein files.
After months of delays, the Justice Department now beginning to release hundreds of thousands of documents from its investigation to sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
Now, those files are heavily redacted, from what's being put out here lately, even though hundreds of thousands of documents being put out, you dig what I'm saying? Pictures and everything. The way that Donald Trump handled that, man. Candace Owens said, hey, the MAGA movement died the moment that Donald Trump came out and told his followers and called his followers stupid for still pursuing the Epstein hoax. It went from a hoax, not existing, to, well, no, it's just a Democrat trap. Well, there's nothing but Democrats in it. And then it came to be real again. Now they voted, had to put him out. He handled it so messy, bro. Like, there is no other excuse other than he is in those files heavily implicated. Because other than that, you would have put him out. Now, forget about who the Democrats didn't put him out when they had the chance. Well, this would have been your shining moment, Donald Trump. This would have been your shining moment to put him out the way you campaigned on, put him out immediately, and put all the Democrats in jail. But they didn't come out because he knew what was going on in those files. So that has led to a very large swath of MAGA, conservative-minded voters, man. I've seen some big ones online. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've seen some big ones, kind of take it on the chin, you know what I mean? But until they come out and say their real reason they didn't vote for Kamala Harris, I'm not really entertaining any of it. Now, in speaking on a black woman that I just mentioned, Kamala Harris, I would be remiss before we left this episode if I didn't include this black lady.
I've traveled the world. I've performed for huge crowds all around the world. And no matter how many songs I do on that stage, it didn't mean as much as this. Because this is a direct...
Oh my God. Being at the Turning Point USA conference means more to me than all of the concerts. God damn, dude. God damn, she said, hey, yo, Barbs, you hear that? She said, fuck you.
Nicki Minaj. I wait to see some type of news about, some type of concession that she received, whether the amount of the check, whether it's a pardon for, baby daddy or brother. From what I understand, both had a hand in the cookie jar with untoward acts with kids and women. I think the husband is out or what have you, but from what I understand, her brother is doing 25 years for something with an 11-year-old. Huh? And so I'm anxious to see the fallout of that, man, because apparently she lost like 10 million followers in a day, and I'm sure that continued to trickle down. She just went out there with some wild comments, bro. Like, it didn't even take all that. You dig? It's one thing to support them through your tweets or your vote, but to come out on stage on multiple times, bro, and blatantly attack black women, blatantly attack her base of fans and supporters, tell us that Donald Trump and the administration has instilled a feeling of there still being a chance to go out and defeat the bad guy and not put them in that same category. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild, but we've seen a lot from this 2025, man, and it went by fast. You dig? It went by fast. I think we can all remember back to the top of the year when all of this got started. I think this has been the most tumultuous year that I can name in my life. You know what I'm saying? And from what we understand, there's 3 more years of it.
Brian Cole Jr. was arrested and charged with placing the pipe bombs at the RNC and the DNC.
Vance Bolter, who authorities say assassinated a beloved Minnesota lawmaker and her husband and wounded another legislator and his spouse.
The gunman opened fire inside the Midtown Manhattan building that houses NFL headquarters.
America's trading partners on edge, bracing for more tariff whiplash.
Those tariffs will be paid by companies, but economists warn the costs may be passed on to consumers.
Horror in the heart of the nation's capital. A gunman opening fire on 2 armed members of the National Guard.
Officials say a 48-year-old man shot and killed students in a Brown University lecture hall, then murdered an MIT professor 2 days later.
Joy and relief as a ceasefire is now in effect.
News of these first steps has sparked celebrations across Gaza and Israel.
This is such a happy moment for us, the families of the hostages. Such a happy moment for all Israelis.
Thousands of Palestinians streaming north, displaced in their own land, returning to what is left of their homes in this 2-year war.
Salwa Sharab says she doesn't even know where her house was. All our hard work, all our life's effort is gone. 60 years, all gone, nothing left.
More than 3 years after Russia's invasion, Trump's repeated attempts to broker a ceasefire have so far failed to bring the conflict to an end.
The evidence suppression hearing in the case against accused killer Luigi Mangione wrapped. The judge gave both sides deadlines to submit final arguments, with a ruling on evidence expected in May.
Mangione has pleaded not guilty to murder charges. His lawyers are trying to get key evidence thrown out.
Accused of stabbing his famous parents, Nick Reiner now charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder.
2025 brought major shakeups to vaccine policy in the U.S. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. dismissed the advisory panel on vaccines at the CDC and replaced it with new members. Kennedy also proposed splitting or limiting long-standing childhood vaccine combinations. Meanwhile, the U.S. saw its worst measles outbreak in more than 3 decades in 2025. Health officials say waning vaccination rates threaten to roll back decades of progress. The country could even lose its measles elimination status. This all coming as health insurance costs surged. Average family premiums for employer-based coverage rose 6% to nearly $27,000. Many Americans now face double-digit or higher premium hikes as expanded subsidies under the Affordable Care Act are set to expire at the end of the year.
But the midterms are coming up in 2026, man, and if you can read between the lines of what's happening out here right now, there's due to be a change in guard. And, the political conversation, man, has gotten a lot more interesting because it's gone online so much these days. And you can get online and get, especially if you're on a place like, I guess they call this like the new news site. If you're on X, man, the site acquired formerly Twitter by Elon Musk. You can get on there, man, and really, you can get a very biased opinion. You dig what I'm saying? But even those people, which were largely from the right side, man, a lot of bots, a lot of foreign accounts. Like I say, even those people are starting to wane in their support, man. The identity politics, I think, got to be a big deal because, again, everything is online. So the people that identify with a certain identity, they have a much better shot, a much bigger platform, a much larger and wider range to get that voice out, man. And you just got to understand, bro, like I think this political cycle in the last 8 to 10 years has really opened up our eyes to just how unintelligent a large swath of individuals in America are. You dig what I'm saying? I guess the world over. And so when you have so many people like that, man, it is easy for a lot of people to make the wrong decision, make the decision based off of complete bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And not think about the future and just, a lot of people don't have forethought. They say common sense is not common. And unfortunately, man, that shit is true. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even about looking for a way to forgive these people or move forward and get back with them. Hopefully they'll do the right thing the next go around when they get a chance. But I think even if you check out the most staunchest of the supporters of what I have to put the finger on to be to blame for like all the chaos we got going on right now, they starting to understand, man. And so that has been the 2025 that we have been put through. And of course 2026 I'm sure will be more of the same, but I think we've got a chance to kind of calm this thing down around here because
nearly 7 million people in over 2,700 cities taking to the streets, calling it No King's Day.
Democracy is dying and we have to save it.
America, bro, we going into what I call really like reality show season number 2. You know what I'm saying? This was really one. The first time that they were around, it was much less chaotic. The 4 Biden years, that's when the online presence and the pundits and the talking heads, the grifters, that's when they really took off, bro. And they had really gained a strong foothold. But like I said, you got the Marjorie Taylor Greens of the world. You've got the Patriotic Blondes of the world, the Nick Fuentes of the world, the Candace Owens of the world. A lot of these podcasters that had Trump on holding his nuts. You know what I'm saying? They starting to see how bad of a decision they made, man. But that has been our year, bro. Like I said, I hope this video finds everybody well. You know what I'm saying? We wake up in the morning, we into 2026, man. Let's hit the ground running. I don't know about the New Year's resolutions thing, man. I don't know how well they go for people or how much you put stock into that. I know I got a couple of things that I'm always looking to tighten up on a couple of things, and why not take the first of the year to try to start implementing these things, man. And as I say always, we on our way to this partner program, and we'll branch out and start doing other things, man. But that was a wrap up of the year, people. And until we get to the end of 2026, I won't have another wrap-up show. We'll just be coming back with the normal flavor. So be looking for regular videos and lives coming soon, gear, merch, all that type shit, man. But until then, it's been straight like that. Shout out to everybody. I'm out.
He was awarded the Bronze Star
and the Combat Infantryman Badge. Heroin alone, if you look at the heroin epidemic, last year alone, ICE officers. And you understand that very well. The members of our armed forces to immediately waive all applicable state taxes despite these obstacles. Karen, Americans of all walks of life rose up, and we used to have radio free, like I think radio, in the invasion of Normandy and the liberation of Europe. I want to also thank the Minneapolis police. As Jack has said about the Battle of the Bulge, you know, we just set another stock rocket. You saw that, right? The stock market on January 23rd, Venezuela's, I hope they now go and take a look at the oranges of the investigation, the beginnings. And vicious MS-3 gang members. You've really put a big investment in our country. We appreciate it very much, Tim Apple. More than 2,000 years ago, a brilliant star shone in the east. Wise men traveled far, far afield. And then they announced there was no buys. No. You know what? Our army manned the air. It ran the ramparts. It took over the airports. It did everything to improve this country and your terrific government. I had the best words. But there's no better words than stupid.
Can I have your grit money for 1 year? Give me your grit money for 1 year and I will build 10 schools across this country. Give me your grit.
You said that. I didn't say that.
Won't they do?